Hey everyone, Poindexter here. We're back in the skies of Europe as we continue our air campaign against German forces and the Luftwaffe in particular, which continues to grow in strength. Fortunately, the American bomber force has also been growing in skill and experience, making our forces no less imposing as the Germans. So, let's get started. We begin the new month of November with 1 SO point. We add our standard weekly allotment of 15 SO points to that, but remove 3 points for the U-boat presence, for a final total of 13. The plan for this week is to finish off the heavily damaged U-boat pen in Lorient, France. We replace the heavy damage marker with its numerical equivalent, a 10. With 13 SO points to work with, we'll only be able to purchase 4 M34s. We only need to do 4 points of damage to destroy the target, but we'll need to put as many bombs on the target as we can, regardless. Because of this need, we'll use our 2 B-24 groups, the 44th and the 93rd, as they have the capacity to carry 2 bombs apiece. Our B-17 groups will be saved for our second mission against a Luftwaffe airfield. The B-24s stand a good chance of running into a small Luftwaffe attack on their way to Lorient. Since the Liberators are less durable than the B-17s, we'll send the 4th Fighter Group along to ensure the 2 groups have better odds of reaching the sub-pens unscathed. First, we load up our B-24 groups with M34s, leaving us with 1 SO point. Then we place our mission markers on their respective maps, and we roll for the Luftwaffe response. And the roll is a 10, which is modified to 8. A high Luftwaffe response will be awaiting our small bomber force. It's fortunate we decided to take the 4th Fighter Group along for the ride. The Liberator Force forms up over England, and we draw an event card. The card is Luftwaffe Redeployment. We can pay 3 SO points to select any 3 German squadrons and re-roll for their map placement. Since we only have 1 SO point, we ignore the event. Our force moves to waypoint 1, and 2 German squadrons are activated. The Germans are ready for a fight, as they send a veteran 190 squadron and a Bf-109 squadron. Since the 4th Fighter Group is flying in the high escort position, the veteran 190's out-of-the-sun attack is negated, so they will perform a standard attack. The 190 will attack for 3 turns, while the 109 will attack for 1 turn. The veteran 4th Fighter Group, with its +4 air-to-air attack value, will use Anderson's out-of-the-sun tactic. But before we perform this attack, there is something we must first make note of. All commander counters have a standard side and a veteran ace side. When the group they are assigned to makes it to veteran status, such as the 4th Fighter Group, the commander gains new abilities. As a veteran commander, Anderson will add the good aim and fast skills to the group. The good aim skill can be used during a turn and will give the group a +1 attack modifier. The fast skill means that this group will always have first attack against bandits. Armed with these new skills, the 4th Fighter Group begins its out-of-the-sun attack. We start with a +3 modifier for the out-of-the-sun tactic, and we add +4 for the 4th Fighter Group's air-to-air attack value, for a total value of 7. However, the veteran 190 Bandit has a 2 defense rating, which drops our modifier down to 5. But, thanks to our new skills, we'll go ahead and add the good aim tactic to this turn, giving us another +1 to our attack modifier for a final total of +6 against the 190. The 109 has a defense rating of 0, so with our combined skill modifiers in play, we will add a +8 modifier to the attack against this bandit. The Spitfires pounce on the veteran 190 group, and the roll is a 4. We add the +6 modifier to the total for a final roll of 10, which destroys the 190. The veteran group is also removed from the game and will not appear again. Now we resolve the attack against the 109. The Spitfires jump the Messerschmitts from out of the sun, and we roll another 4. We add the +8 modifier for a final total of 12, and the 109 goes down in flames. We destroyed both bandits, so we move the bandits' disrupted counter up 2 spaces. The 2 German squadrons are rotated to their rearming side, with the number 3 at the top. And we remove our skills since they can no longer be used on this mission. The B-24 groups arrive over the damaged sub-pen and begin their bomb runs. The rearming German squadrons are rotated to 2. First up is the 44th Bomb Group. The German flak gunners open up on the Liberators, which hit on a 7 or higher. We roll a 6 and 7, with the 7 causing 1 hit to the group. The 44th bombs with a +1 modifier. The Liberators drop their bombs, and the U-boat pen is destroyed. Adding the 44th group's +1 modifier, the first bomb hits on a modified 6, causing 1 hit after adjusting for the U-boat pen's hardened trait. But the second bomb delivers the knockout blow with a modified 10, which causes 3 hits, for a final total of 4 hits. But the 93rd didn't come all this way for nothing. As the group approaches their bomb run, flak gunners open up, and we roll a 3 and 8. The 8 causes 1 hit to the group. The 93rd will bomb with no modifiers, though it means little at this point. The 93rd drop their bombs, and it's just as well. One bomb completely misses with a 1, while the other hits on a 5, causing 1 hit after adjusting for the hardened trait. The sub-pen has taken 15 points of damage, and with this destruction, we gain 3 victory points, along with a bonus of 3 extra replenishment points for the end of the month. The Liberators turn for home, and we draw an event card. And the card is Contrails, which has no effect, as we won't be encountering any more bandit attacks this mission. Our victorious groups make their way home and land safely. With the destruction of the Lorient U-boat pen, we claim 3 of the 7 U-boat victory points needed to successfully complete this month's secondary mission. The Liberators of the 93rd and 44th groups received 2 experience points for their successful mission. The 4th Fighter Group receives 4 experience points, 2 for destroying 2 bandits, and 2 for the successful mission. With the new experience points, the 93rd Bomb Group is promoted to Skilled, while the 44th nears its next promotion. The outstanding performance of the 4th Fighter Group, however, gives them a promotion to the highest status in the game, Ace. We also add 3 victory points for a final total of 37. The 93rd Bomb Group also receives its single weekly replacement aircraft and is back to full strength once again. For our second mission, we'll be going after a nearby German airfield. Since we're going in unescorted, we'll go after the closest airfield that will give us the most victory points, which will be St. Omer in Hex 11. The target allows a maximum of 4 bomber groups, so we'll be taking LeMay's 305th Group, which will lead the attack, followed by the 91st, the 97th, and the rookies of the 301st will bring up the rear. Looking closer at the target airfield, we see that flak will be fairly light but somewhat accurate, and that we will encounter 2 bandits when we arrive over the target. So we'll place a German marker on the card to remind us of this. We'll arm all the bombers with airfield busting M30s, and we'll place our mission markers on their respective maps. We roll for the German response, and it's a 5, modified to 3 for a poor response. Our bomber groups take off and form up over England. The event card draw is Fighter Miscommunication, which does not apply since we have no fighter escort. The B-17s arrive over St. Omer, and we draw 2 bandit counters. Fortunately, no fighters rise to meet us. The no bandit counter is discarded, but we roll for the targeted group of the German flak gun. And a roll of 2 places the 88mm on the lead bomb group. The flak gun fires at the 305th, and the flak is inaccurate, as the 88mm misses on a roll of 2. But the flak attacks are not over, as the 305th flies through another barrage over the target. And the B-17s come through unhurt on a roll of 3, modified to 2 for the B-17's durability. The 305th will be bombing with a +1 modifier, with another +2 for the M30s against dispersed targets, for a final +3 modifier. The B-17 groups salvo their bombs, it's a solid strike. 2 bombs hit on modified rolls of 13 and 11 for 2 hits apiece, while 1 bomb misses on a modified 6. A total of 4 hits are scored. Next up is the 91st. The German gunners fire at the B-17s and miss wide once again on a roll of 2, modified to 1 for durability. The 91st has no modifier, other than the +2 for the M30s. The 91st drop their bombs, and it's a precision strike. All 3 bombs hit for their maximum values, causing 6 more hits. Only 3 more are needed to destroy the airfield. The 97th group is up next, and she flies through a flak barrage. And the German guns draw blood on a roll of 9, modified to 8 for durability. The group takes 1 hit. The 97th will bomb with a +1 modifier, along with a +2 for the M30s, for a final +3 modifier. The B-17s drop their bombs, the 97th group wins the day by destroying the airfield. 2 bombs hit on modified rolls of 13 and 10, causing 2 hits apiece, while the 3rd bomb misses on a modified 5. A total of 4 hits are scored. But the greenies of the 301st still have a run to make, and it's their turn to fly through German flak. And the flak gunners miss wide again on a roll of 1, modified to 0 due to durability. The 301st will bomb with a -1 modifier, but we add +2 for the M30s for a final +1 modifier. The B-17s dropped their bombs. And the result is expected, as only one bomb hits on a modified 11, with the other 2 missing on rolls of 2 and 3. A total of 16 hits are scored against the airfield, and Saint-Omer is destroyed. We receive 4 victory points, and we move the bandits' disrupted counter up 4 spaces. Another German airfield is removed from the map. Since there was no airfield marker present in Hex 11, we may choose another airfield nearby at our discretion. We'll remove the airfield located in Hex 10, since we'll be going after another sub-pen target near this area later in the month. Our victorious groups turn for home, and we draw an event card. And we draw On the Ball, which will have no effect on us since we are so close to England. And our B-17s all make it home safely. We remove the destroyed airfield and replace it with a new one. And we move our calendar marker to week 2. The 305th, 97th, 91st, and 301st all received 2 experience points for their successful mission. As a result, the 305th is promoted to Skilled, and the 91st have now reached Ace status. The 4 victory points awarded for the destruction of the airfield takes our current total to 41. All in all, it was a good week. We have our first aces in the 4th Fighter Group, who proved to be a menace against German bandits, and the 91st Bomb Group. Our experienced bomber groups dished out some effective destruction on German targets. For this week, at least, we can chalk up a definite win for the good guys. Let's hope our good fortune continues in the weeks to come. Thanks for watching, and we'll talk again soon.